Okay, guys, I'm live over here at Burbank Sprint Mobile or Sprint Phone. We are on Harlem Avenue. It was the worst experience of my life. I'll tell you right now. Hold on before I get it. Hold on. Get my belt on here. The biggest mistake of our lives were going to Sprint. We canceled our T-Mobile account because they kept on raising it every month. I mean, it seemed like every month, but it was like every 6 months. They kept on doing something. We had a business account there. My son did. And we went to Sprint to take care of our phones, get better phones, and not get screwed. Well, little do we know, we had purchased new phones. We had T-Mobile. I had just bought an I believe it's an S9. It just came out. Just bought it, and I only had it for about maybe a month, if that. And I'll tell you the whole story here. We got my son. We purchased the phones over here at Sprint. They did not tell us anything about how the warranty worked or nothing. They just said buy the warranty in case the phone's stolen, broke, or falls in water or whatever. Protect the phones. So we decided, okay, we'll take it. Well, we thought we did the right thing. We got the phones. We left out of there. 2 weeks later, my sons get arrested. And we don't know if the Chicago police stole it, the two phones, they're brand new phones, or ENR towing. Okay, we already took care of all of that. So when my sons while they were locked up, I couldn't get access to the pin until my son finally got a hold of me. He called me, tells me the pin, so I came over here back to Burbank. I got a police report saying that the phones were stolen. Or they said they couldn't claim them as stolen. They had to claim them as lost items because they didn't know if the police still had them or whatever. I'll go to find out when we get the property. Nobody knows where the phones are. So we go over here. I come over here to claim them as stolen. Brought them the police report. The impound proving that the car was impounded, the phones were in there. The guy did a chase on the phones. Couldn't pull up the phones. Had no way of getting to the phones. So we filed a claim as it was stolen. And go to find out, they don't want to cover the phones. Can you believe that? They said there's a 30-day wait period. Well, what it comes out to is they think we stole the phones and we sold them. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what they told me at Sprint. So right now we're looking at a $1,900 two phones for $1,900. And now we're stuck. We have to pay for them because the insurance is not going to cover it. And we traded in a brand new S9 phone that I had for, I believe, when I came over there and purchased it from T-Mobile. I think I only had it 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Sprint didn't tell me that they only pay $400 on the phone we swap phones at. They didn't tell me that. I'm in here right now talking to the gentleman that's working in there. I bring him the bill. I said for the 3 phones, it was $1,033.33. And they're telling me, oh, they're only covering $400. I'm like, so tell us this when we're swapping the phones. If you would have told us this, I would have never gave you my phone. Phone, and still owe $300 or $400 left on the phone. How stupid, And he's like, oh, they should have disclosed it. They never told. They took those phones. Now we're going to get stuck with them. So whatever you do, be very careful when you purchase and you take another phone and take it to the company. Make sure you use the shit out of the phone before you give it to them. Make sure you only owe $100 or something left on the phone, because they screwed us then. Again, they didn't want to cover us for the phones. Now they're telling us they're not gonna cover us for the remaining balance of the other phones that we gave them. You know? So what do we do now? Reconnecting. So this is where I'm at. We got screwed. And now I'm getting screwed again. Which is, I think, that it's, you know, like to tell me, oh, we did everything we possibly can. Well, if they did, they would have covered the phones. They would have covered the phones. They didn't do everything they could. I talked to people on there, they think we stole the phones or whatever, however, and they have the worst service ever. The data on this S9 Note where we live here is garbage. They gave us this little white box to put in the house to help the data. That box stopped working. I'm going to return it back. You know, if you can avoid going to Sprint, avoid it. Stay away from Sprint because they are garbage. I should have never left T-Mobile. Never. That was the biggest mistake I did, was leave T-Mobile. And I'm here to say it. I made a big mistake. T-Mobile, I wish I could go back, but we're stuck here. Thank you.